Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So Michael Conlan defeats Ionut Baluta by a 12-round majority decision. Now this was a pretty competitive bout throughout. You had the more technical, astute boxer in Michael Conlan, who was picking the more cleaner and accurate shots. And on the flip side, you had Ionut Baluta, who was, he was coming with the greater punch output, but he wasn't as accurate, and the quality of his work wasn't on the same level as Michael Conlan. I have to say, I felt that this fight was more competitive than the commentary team was making out. They was making out like it was a comfortable fight for Michael Conlan. I didn't really see that, to be honest, and two of the scorecards actually reflected that. One of the scorecards was actually a draw, and the other was 114-113 to Michael Conlan. In the end, it was a majority decision, but I felt this was a pretty competitive fight. Both guys had their success, but to be honest, if anybody did win it, I think it was Michael Conlan, if I'm being honest. First sort of 3 or 4 rounds, I felt Michael Conlan was boxing quite well. He was, boxing from range primarily, utilising a good jab. He was kind of switching from orthodox to southpaw. I actually felt Michael Conlan in this fight looked better in the southpaw stance, but he was switching stances, boxing well, picking some nice straight right hands and straight left hands to body and head. In fact, the best shot for Michael Conlan in this fight was his straight right hand to the body out of that orthodox stance. That was a really good shot for him in this fight, and he picked several really good straight right hands in this fight to the body. After the first 3 or 4 rounds, I felt Baluta started to come back into it. He just started to up his work rate. Some of his punches weren't of great quality, but he was throwing quite a lot of punches. And what you would see was Michael Conlan would evade the first 2 or 3 punches, but the 4th punch in the combination was getting through. He was getting caught with a lot of punches on the end of Baluta's combinations, especially in the middle rounds. And yeah, Ionut Baluta made Michael Conlan basically work every single round. He wasn't there to lie down, he was applying pressure, he was doing the best he could, but he never really had the punch quality to make it count, and he certainly never had the power to really bother Michael Conlan. Conlan was never hurt in this fight, he was never in trouble, and you got the sense that he could basically just, absorb what Baluta had to offer. Whereas on the flip side, Conlan's punches, although Baluta was never really seriously hurt or anything like that, you could tell that his punches were more snappy, more hurtful, and Baluta was definitely feeling some of the body shots. And as this fight went on, I think the body work from Michael Conlan was telling. Baluta definitely tired in this fight a lot more than Michael Conlan did. But all in all, I guess I would say it was a workmanlike performance from Michael Conlan. At times he was showing some nice punch technique, nice jabs, nice straight right hands, nice straight left hands, some good defensive work at times. But, the thing is with Michael Conlan, for me, he still kind of has that amateur style. Obviously, he was a great amateur, but to me, he's not really translated into the pros with a successful pro style. He's still got that amateur style about him, and I wonder as he steps up, I think that could get exposed. I would say Ionut Baluta is a solid European level fighter, good European level fighter. So, Michael Conlan's got a win at that level. I would say Michael is definitely European level, but I'm not really convinced about him moving to the next level after that. When you look at the super bantamweight division, you have, some real good champions. Obviously, MJ Akhmadaliev, who is the best guy in that division. Stephen Fulton, who's a great talent. Even Lewis Neri, the WBC champion. I wouldn't pick Michael Conlan to beat any of these guys right now. I've not really seen anything that would make me pick Michael Conlan to beat these guys. So, Michael Conlan, he's a good technical fighter, does the basics well, decent defensively, maintains good shape. It appears he's got a pretty decent chin, but he's just one of those fighters to me that just, he's kind of always going to fall short at the elite level in the pro game. But who knows, I could be wrong. Maybe Michael Conlan is one of those guys who will step it up when he steps to elite level. Sometimes there are fighters who are like that, who maybe they look ordinary on the come up, but when they get to elite level, they find that next level. Maybe Michael Conlan is that guy, but I doubt it personally. I think what you'll see with Michael Conlan, he'll fight for a world title and come unstuck. But we shall see. Okay fight, not too bad, pretty competitive, but I felt Michael Conlan was the rightful winner, but definitely a much more competitive fight than the commentary team was making out. But anyway, share your thoughts below. It's been your guy Delboy. Peace.